off of the angles, and we may see that difference come into
Okay,
play
to
here. In fact,
secure
I'm
this
sure
pistol,
will.
we got
For
the
this game, G2
classics
starting
against the
on attack
ghosts.
side. Less over here towards B. Curiously, not the
Oh
Harbor
boy.
here, where you
It
typically
begins.
see that wall, but things made easy when you get a spam kill straight through that Viper wall to start things off.
And Les really has a sense for that. We've seen it so often from him.
Oh.
We saw how good Loud were through that Viper's pit in the last round of bite.
Dude, that was really bold. It felt like he kind of owned it by dodging the recon, and then he goes for the spam.
In place, High Tides exchanged, and G2 are pulling out.
And we have a committed server right now.
Fast hit onto
A
A
real
now.
committed
We'll
server,
let
but they
utility
haven't
extend
seen
it
the
on
jet,
B
so
side, knowing
you would
the
at
presence of the
least
Harbor is there as
consider
well.
this
They know
position.
3 players are in the vicinity. So
Oh,
pressure now
maybe
on
not.
Cow and Zine, who stepped up massively last week against Sentinels to anchor back in this site.
Dude, he has recon as well.
See Cascade thrown up towards screens by G2. Sardak still wants to try and play around Icebox, and it's good, it's beautiful. Need a bit more, but he's always got extra pocket space.
Oh my.
This guy has been
Uh-oh.
so individually skilled this year, Sadhak. He's stepped up in so many moments like this.
Oh yeah, they saw the jet. Top
I mean,
of yellow,
last
right?
year,
That's why he wasn't checking it.
previous to that,
You're right.
was never really
They did see the
necessary.
jet.
He could just focus on his role, but now when he needs to, he is delivering these moments.
Yeah,
And frankly,
absolute
the
shots, man.
consistency over this year so far.
Good damage.
Despite some of the
Look at him
team
go,
dramas that they've
man.
had.
And his
Look at him go.
amongst all
Yeah.
this, his defense
What do we
calling
got?
is
We're allowed one
unbelievable.
death.
Like
Kind of
we
allowed
saw
2
from him
deaths.
on Bind.
We're allowed 2
The
deaths.
stuff he was able
Give
to
him
pull
that.
out. G2 were never ready for it.
Absolutely.
Oh.
You have QCK
Hey.
on the line B with
my
Harbor
God.
right now, which is allowing for a stack for the rest of the Loud side onto A.
Two is eventually brought down. Gun diff saves him in that first
Surely not.
engagement. Cowan's
Lunatic.
in. Oh, finds the timing. Not bad. Still going to be traded out though. And Cascade will keep less at bay for now.
This is scary. QCK
No, it
only
is
with a
scary.
Marshall on
They
this
really
retake,
took some
but can
risks there.
G2 recover any weapons? They've still only got 3 classics in hand, and it looks like Loud want to get in fast with
Oh
the
my
spike
god.
being planted.
Trent,
Another great timing from Les. This time
Trent
drops
maybe
on
saw
ice.
him and jumped off.
All
I'm
those
not
guns are
entirely
in
sure.
screens. G2 no opportunity to get them. It's only Trent salvaging a Bulldog. And so they're disadvantaged in the post plant. And from 410 comes QCK. Trent here. Gonna be held at bay.
Okay.
The Marshall getting involved.
Right. Nice rounds. Got a little bit worried during part of this, and they saved the main guns. Saved the 3 guns, so their bonus is really, really good.
Attempting to trade. So it's just
Basically,
trying to
it's a
bide
full
his
buy.
time. But the real moment of significance is when the spike was going down, Loud recovering the round by getting that timing to flood back into the site right here with Les. A good on-the-fly decision.
Respeita o seu papai, Jonapi.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Just talking a little smack. G2 now. Gonna be on that full buy.
Bucky?
Loud with an opportunity.
An
bonus.
Icebox?
Now for the first time, 3 rounds in, we're seeing that standard Harbor wall from the B
Oh
defending
man, they're actually going
side.
into
Cuts
this.
this angle off, and oh my god, QCK has
Yeah, I
gone
mean,
so
Jonah
deep
P
off
is
of it.
more
So
than on top of
aggressive.
It is
this.
playing
Yeah,
completely
he
out
does
of
move
pattern
back
here.
though. Who goes into the
Really hard for
Bucky?
G2
That's the
to
real
preempt any
question.
of this. This is about as far forward as you can be, while still on the right side of sanity. This is spotted Cowanzine.
Huge dizzy.
Never to pick that one up there. That's a dash
Goes
away
back for
from
more.
Immediate repost because it's QCK.
Okay.
And who else would go for it?
Oh my god.
In trouble.
Oh my god, he's out.
How does he slip away?
Oh no, man.
G2's by. Going horribly awry in the early stages of this round. They're going to pick up the pieces now and cobble together a push towards this B side. Okay.
Now the advantage of having that Gecko, the wingman, coming in to try and get the spike down, but with the wall up, it's perfectly placed for Sadok to deny.
They're taking liberty after liberty. Don't go into the cove. Okay, Sardak thinks about it briefly. And here is the flank. Les is right on time. He simply arrives exactly when he means to.
And all of that delay allowed him to just work his way up there
Okay,
slowly,
well.
not have to make any noise, increase the pace, give away footsteps. The delay from Sadhak there. And it's that Harbor wall that is so nice that just curves around the default plant spot so he can work up and break that wingman without being in danger. But, I mean, come on, how the hell did QCK get away with that in the early round?
Yeah, I can't believe QCK is out of there.
So
Respect to
awkward
him for having the
G2.
confidence to
Trent
go
was trying
back.
to reload. No one could trade off of.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised
killing
Trent had to
time.
reload. I don't really know what went on there in terms of when he was
The
spamming.
rules of Valorant in that round. There's a general
Oh,
condition
bye
about
for
the flow of
G2.
the
Got
game,
triple
and they're
stingers.
disrupting it.
Good news is that he got 2 ults. We get the op out.
Down from 2Es into B main.
Op's gonna take the middle
Yet
shot. He's
again.
gonna see the turret though.
Op gonna cover the mid cross. Actually rotating off now is QCK as the defenders adjust their positioning just a bit.
They're not pushing up for info yet on B. QCK is about to post up. This might force Sardak to trend over towards A here. A little bit of sound. G2 are on the approach. It'll be Leaf with first contact. Cowanzy just hold them one down for the boys! I love to see it.
Bro, that was real clean.
Just before last
Real,
week,
real
it's hard to
clean,
believe when
lovely.
you see clips
Okay.
like that, but Cowan's
Next
in
buy
the
round.
match
Second
against
buy round
Sentinels
for
did
G2.
not go positive on a single map. Neither did QCK, as a
Dude,
matter of
money
fact.
is outrageous right now.
Those two stepping up so significantly over these past 2 weeks has just boosted Loud back into being the Loud that we actually know. This is the team, this is the world-beating team that we've seen in the past, that we know they can be and should be.
Again, not much to talk about there for G2
Yeah,
on that
lovely.
eco. Back with weapons in hand. Thrash, Reckoning, both available for the attackers, and they are taking it slow.
They
in
have
early
the ult
stages.
diff right now.
And I don't even think they
They
actually
do
know
have the ult
QCK
diff
has
and the
one, 'cause they
overwhelm,
didn't have
and
to
honestly these
fire a
ults
shot at all in
combo
the last
pretty
round.
well. Like the
Take
overwhelm
on
should
this
get you a
angle
sight.
and look at the rotation it's triggered from Loud.
This is nice though
Cowanzy
from
comes
Loud.
over to
They
pick
they
up
push
mid.
one close,
All the
early
attention
info.
over towards B. Hunter's Fury is going to come
Oh,
actually
really?
from Cowanzy.
They want that info.
Did more damage to his
G2
teammate than
conditioned
anyone.
to play so slow over towards B.
Up for more?
Loud wondering just how far up they've gotten because they don't have a presence over there by yellow.
Reckoning committed as well, just to try and force these
It makes
Loud
sense to
players
play top
back
of sight
get some
against the
space into
official.
the site here.
Out they come. Reckoning about to expire. Sartak.
Oh, Tui's got a big kill here. Valen took a...
Was elsewhere.
Yeah, he was just tanking damage from it. Jonah P, huge kill over towards this, and they might rush the site fast. Tui still has a cove. Yeah, they tapped this, so they tapped the spike early to try and get all the util out. And then we now have a cove, but Jonah P has double Viper Molly.
Valen spotted. Now can't hold that angle.
Cove goes up as well, so they have a chance to shoot this. Holy.
Does he get away with
At
that,
least shot
man?
the cove.
Astonishing. And look at this. The lockdown.
Oh, man.
Loud are above reproach.
Oh god, I'm getting nervous, bro, because that's the harbor ult and the official out.
It's not this team we're watching right now. It's the team we
You
saw
gotta call
in the
a
first few
timeout.
weeks. This is a team that we see make it every
Timeout.
single time, consistently make top fours
Really, if
at
they
those
just rush
events.
A,
Winning champions before.
all the rounds they get more than 3.
They had it all in that round.
The overwhelm on A must be good.
G2 feeling the pressure, calling the first timeout of the game right now. Josh RT speaking to Liz, he said he was confident they were going to take this map. And listen, you can't blame him. They beat Lev here, and Lev are looking like they are probably the best team in the league. Though, listen, Loud are trying to stake a claim on that one. They had us in the first half, but now they're coming back.
They haven't lost more than 8 rounds against anyone on this map all stage.
Yeah, that's not a thing, Greed.
Yeah. I mean, they have
Hopefully
just
it doesn't happen.
been at such a fantastic level with this duelist-less comp, playing with the Gecko, and I am a big fan of it. But right now, Loud dismantling them.
I think Sardak's call.
The coach looks worried. Bro, I would be so worried right now if I was G2's coach.
They give so much time. They don't have the ability to penetrate B properly, get through towards Snowman. Rough.
Their comp is so good at overwhelming A.
Main side for sure on this round. Their buy not going to be strong whatsoever. Making
And
sure
is
they
this a
have
good
full
retake comp?
into the
Not
next. They
really,
at
in my
least do
mind.
have a couple long range
It's not
weapons
bad,
in
but it's
the
not
mix here.
not
Again,
outrageous.
Your standard harbor wall going to come up here to
Got no
deny
flashes to worry about.
early B main, force out a drone to have to re-clear past it, or just waiting it out, and it's going to be the early recon used. That one up top that gets a good amount of information, but
Okay,
the high tide.
question mark created over towards B.
Not
That
at all,
causes a
actually.
double
Two is just able
rotate.
to dodge that.
And Kaunzin gets early info so that rotate can come back. Yeah, especially as the Gecko goes here, and that's probably the symbol, especially when you watch a lot of G2 demos, I imagine all the time, you could even just count it. How many times does Gecko have this spike itself? If it's just pretty much every round, you hear that flash, you just know that that's where the spike is.
I see at least to pipes. Well, I don't think G2 are committing to this at all. Maybe leave Jonah P and Leaf to have a crossfire here. They're slowing the tempo down.
Okay, so
The
they
high tide comes
create
out
another question mark over
loud
towards
and more
here.
stall.
In theory, they had a question mark here, but as we can see, this line's being held, so that question mark's gone. And they cut sounds. They're trying to make it look like they're going all the way back over towards here, but the fact is, this guy's just going to be checking both of these angles.
Go back towards A, but no, they're actually opting to go
Oof,
for B.
they go B.
Leaf in this pushed up position on A to
Yeah,
try
and
and
let's
catch
see
a
what
player
Leaf can
out,
do.
make a
Let's see
little
what
bit
Leaf
of
can do. Let's
noise,
see what
perhaps.
QCK can do.
Cascade's going to get them, but
This guy has
QCK
no
sees
dash.
all that he needs to. Rapidly now trying to reposition backwards, lit by the recon. Back behind the high tide. This will be a full retake setup for Loud now as QCK is shoved away.
10 seconds left.
Fallon low on HP.
Spike planted.
Close position here for Trent into the site. Dangerous,
Drone,
though.
recon.
Balancing, gonna drone and
Yeah, the drone should
probably
check
clear
this guy in
close as
sight.
well.
Ooh,
He's just
Trent.
caught Trent and Sadhawk capitalizes
All goes
off of
in.
it
We
to
have
get the
Cove,
man
right?
advantage.
Cove for
Recon
retake.
back yellow is going to
Cove goes
expose
in. At
Fallon
one
as
point, they're
well.
going to tap spike early again. Valentine to Molly to 3.
Dream for Fallon, but he's still able to find his. That's big. G2 forced to play up
Cove
the
goes
side,
out
but
now.
QCK dancing in the nano swarm, and the Cove goes up. Who is going to interrupt
Player
this?
standing.
QCK off
Oh,
of it.
he has no idea he's dropped.
First QCK.
Oh my God, he's still zoomed
the
in.
Reckoning, though, still in play, but Loud don't have enough time. G2, Tooth and Nail have gotten into this game.
Finally for G2. And it was a good call from Valen to cut noise and go all the way back to B.
And
The way that round played out over
I mean,
on
G2
A,
played this nice. I
when
know
they
time
dodged
was
the
super
recon,
low, but
completely cut noise, got a bunch of utility out. Very reasonable for Loud to think that they could just then go for a
I wonder when the
re-hit.
recon came up because
So
it
Loud
counts in.
stayed stacked up there.
enemy remaining.
And
Don't know
then
how-
QCK with the
How much
off on
util
B.
reclear they had in terms of.
One's all we get.
And it was
That's
G2
what we
just
get.
off a good call
There's
from
the
Valen
recon.
to fall off and go for that B hit instead. Get the site for free.
Of course, the EG
Well done.
contingent getting excited about that result. That's 12 for G2, by the way.
Of course, EG, they need G2 to win this map and the series to go through into the playoffs of the Omega group. If Loud take it, they'll be the ones through. QCK, early fight onto B.
Yeah,
Great
maybe he
shot with
needed
the
to fight
operator.
more over towards the
Cascade
round
comes
before, but
now, way too late.
I don't really blame him.
I won't bring back
Got a Molly
Icy,
to
but it
stop
will
the
at least give
plant.
them a
Molly
more
goes
to
out
begin.
to stop the plant.
High tides exchange once more.
Heavy rotate.
Loud again, have to respect this.
Cove gonna go
Jonah
down
P has
for
ult.
the safe plant, but actually not gonna plant inside of it. Gives
And this
Trent
is a hard
little
retake
bit
on
of
this
space
one.
to play off of and hold that angle up top. And the
Similar
pit comes
situation with
in
Cove to retake.
from
We've got to
Jonah
keep
P
an
as
eye on
well.
Kaunzin
Trent,
going
look at
behind.
how far back he is. He has the Hunter's Fury in case things get scrappy. Could pull that one out to close the round out.
Cummins in here, there are heads turned in his direction. Spots Trent, he wasn't looking.
Brother.
Jonah P there on top of that container, inside the pit still.
Oh.
Recon to try and light it up. Cummins in eventually drops here, QCK dives.
Oh
in
my
the
God.
shorty.
He
Doesn't
got
quite
both
have
of them down to 30 and 34
now
HP.
Loud have to pull out. G2 have done it. That's
Back to back.
13 rounds over the series for them. At the very least, they've achieved the tiebreaker.
Leaf gonna go down to the spike at the very end. Just a solid B execute with the tools that they have here that you're gonna see with this harbor. The walls going up. A little bit of a fake with a cove that time though, not planting inside of it. Off to default just to this, just a few feet to the right to kind of throw Loud just a little bit off, and then Trent also able to take a peek up top. Was nice off of that.
Let's go.
Finally, a little bit of momentum. Not the most excited let's go I've ever heard.
definitely.
But listen, we'll get there. Maybe if we get 3 in a row, maybe 4 in a row.
Saving energy, giving yourself some headroom is important.
We could get the decibels up on the next let's go.
All right, that's
Whoa.
recon cleared early. Less. What an opener. G2 here lost that belt presence now.
Look
And
at this
slowly slinking away.
position from QCK. pushed up so far on B.
The risk of making noise, though, if he doesn't anticipate Leaf to be on the other side of that wall. He's got to see some action.
Now what?
And it was
Oh, that's
just
sick,
when
though.
Leaf started backing off. If he was in
Oh.
the same position, QCK
Oh, that
was
was close.
as good as dead.
And Jonah P goes
The
close
turret
enough
is
that he can
watching
hit the
this, though.
turret.
Sadaka's going to get a confirmation
There's
here in a
a
moment.
massive duel over towards B right
He
now.
realizes how close he was to getting a free haircut. That cascade comes down. QCK's wondering where these shots are coming from. Blades pulled out. He's ready for close quarters.
Really taking a risk there for a moment with the positioning was QCK. No
QCK's
dash
in an
online.
absolute
Big Sadok
nightmare.
is re-wrapped into
They're
Kitchen.
everywhere.
It seems like he's sniffing this out, aware that a player could have worked up all the way through Kitchen into this position. He had the turret there, obviously. Broken.
QCK's done.
left.
He's cooked. Jonah finishes the job. A little haphazard, but still effective.
Oh man,
And
that
there
should
is
be
G2
it.
In that 2 versus 1. Les on a bit of a late flank.
Spike planted.
Icy can't win that one out. And Les is very healthy now to take this last challenge.
He has the Viper's pit, but Leaf.
Well, at least
is the
gives him
one
info
with
where
the
he is.
lockdown. Gonna be some serious delay here. Is he just gonna get right on it?
Damn, bro.
There's
Lockdown,
just
though.
no way he's got to get out of the way of this lockdown, or he does get it just in time to break it. He's just too clutch. And this is something we've seen all too many times from Loud's star player in Les, and it's certainly not the last time we're going to see a big clutch from him.
Sentinels fans discovering the cure for hypotension in that round.
Les once the ranked upcoming star that Loud picked up in the inception
Oh, that did
of
not
the
look
team.
good.
And now
They had
the
no
guy
idea
there
that he
with
was
Sadok
walking up
with the
close on
most
him.
experience. And the guy as well just steps up in these tough scenarios against Leaf, who has just been incredible since switching to the Sentinel role for G2, and specifically when he's
Solid ults though, you'd imagine, and we won away from any orbs.
Damn near a kill per round.
Oh,
when
pass
he's
and
on
aggro.
Killjoy.
Duelist level.
Job, man.
Speaking of which, look at this aggressive play from Loud over to
Oh god, they put the Sovro into it as well.
What do you have to work with now?
Remaining.
Venom there, falling away, so it's up to Trent. God, it's been a tough attacking half for this G2 outfit. It has been brutal. Trent's going to swing this and see an assailant right on the other side of the wall here. Who's got the quicker trigger? Finger time to find out, of course!
little sidestep wins out on that.
Once again, it's QCK opening
yeah, just
the
a
round
Sova
up, getting
ult.
that first kill with the operator. He is looking absolutely white hot right now. The man who was the lightning rod of so much criticism directed at this
Yeah, he's
squad
doing
for their
good, though.
failures in the
I
first
agree.
few weeks in Americas, people questioning even the run at Madrid, not beating the best teams there. They were looking at this man to step
Dude, is he
up
full?
for
Is
the
Les
squad,
14-1?
Finally against Sentinels last week doing it. Against G2 right now doing it.
Oh my
Hitting the
goodness.
shots he needs to hit.
He's
Resurgence
he's
for his
14-1.
individual level.
G2 have the correct read on an aggressive posting by Loud at B.
That's normal for Les, bro. It should never be normal.
Looks like that Al drone was actually just used to check
Oh,
close
and the
enough
timing on
first
this. I
in
mean,
there,
this
so
guy has two,
it's
right?
up to him
Sadak?
B in general.
Wait,
And through
the
mid,
decision making there is interesting as hell.
Sadok steps up. The mid control for Loud has been at a premium. Dizzy, no problem.
So good. It doesn't really matter too much. Weren't gonna win the round anyway. But I'd be telling him.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's tough.
They're gonna
For the
get
first
around
half
though,
of
right?
this entire season from
What
Madrid
ults do they got?
qualifier
Official?
kickoff till now. We had seen so much of Loud experimenting.
They have
with that
official?
Phoenix comp. They were so committed to the double flash look.
Got Harbor, right?
And it had such a short shelf life. It expired that when we got to Americas and when they had the problems getting into the country on time to be able to play, they just never had time to adjust and start something new. And it feels
Official
like
Harbor.
finally
Dude, the
now,
overwhelm
after
of these
several
two
weeks of
ults
practice
is
with
too
some of
strong.
these different
They get over
compositions,
towards the site.
getting rid of that old look with the Phoenix, they are starting to be that comprehensive unit that we expect them
And
to
they
be
decide
once
to
again.
go over towards A, and these guys probably know that. And we get the Xerxia ult, but it's like, is it the good ult with the cubby here, or is he gonna tank some?
Getting what he came for though. Kaunzin's Hunter's Fury. Not even a scratch on G2 after that one. This time it's Tui's. In kitchen as Sadok is playing closer to Boiler. 410 positioning denied.
And that attacking Silver Drone was committed to try
Double
and
push
out of
middle.
the pit, get a tag on him, hopefully
Massive
spray him
duel.
down, but it did not.
Drone to P. Not a good way to start the round. The plant comes
Big
in, though.
plant.
Awkward position for it. G2 are going to take what they can get here. Thrash 2, Electric Boogaloo. This
I mean,
time
he's
hits the
dead.
mark, and they're able to follow it
Wait,
up.
this is looking great now.
People
Harbor
come
goes
down.
in.
Reckoning popped.
Yeah, they got a
Problem
they
now,
got
alive
a
in this retake
molly and a
scenario.
long bot.
Stardock gets the hot foot. Icy finds another. G2. It's just QCK now to try and hold them back. He's good for just the one. Pinged up by the recon though. That's all but impossible. With the wrong weaponry as well. With this round, G2.
Secured, man.
will dash
Secured.
the
Not
hopes
even
of Sin
close.
City.
So Sentinels out.
Gonna get
D2
into
in.
qualify.
The only thing left to find out is if it's EG or
QCK
Loud.
has nothing to do.
And there it is. Sadly, the Sen City crumbled. G2, they have officially made it into the playoffs, so they have locked that one up. And now it's in the hands of Loud. They're the ones with their playoff hopes still on the line. They're up 1-0 in the series. Big advantage here on the first half on their map pick, Icebox. If they can take this map down, they will have made the playoffs as well, and EG's hopes will have been dashed.
First tick in the box. Get into
Yeah,
playoffs.
now
Second tick would be
the
good for the boys.
problem is when
EG
you got
are
like a
looking
goal like
on.
that,
We need a G2 win in the series.
the relief and the potential foot off the pedal should be pretty
They're so
high.
fast to get the orb two
We'll
ways
see.
off of that. Reckoning now in play for this final round of the half.
Doesn't
So a
I
certainty
mean
that
obviously they
that'll
would
be going
love
off
to
in the
win
late round.
going forward, but
Either a retake situation or a flood
in terms of
situation
right
with the
now,
Spiders
who
going
wants
down
it
for
more?
G2.
Loud 100% want it more right now.
We've taken it slow. Again, QCK. Very much par for the course from Loud's Jet player on this map. Always looking for more. Aldrome doesn't really... Ah, okay! He re-swings that!
He's looking good, man. Let's give this dude. If this is what it's like and this is his main comfort, let him jet and just op him every round. Fine. He can have an outlaw as well. Like it'll be fine here.
But he won't give up. He will still go for it.
Looks it looks. This is by far the comfiest I see him when he's on jet. On, maybe it's just this map. I don't know, but when he's on jet, he looks by far the comfiest. Don't massively think his raise is great.
And now they can just play retake with this Reckoning online. Sodhawk even gets another impressive. With time low, they're just going to deny it outright.
And there is no chance for G2. Have to fight through this.
Oh my goodness.
Vulnerable as he came through
Yeah,
the
and
Valen with a valiant
well, at least they
attempt.
got the 3.
That's a 9-3 half there for Loud. They have been indomitable at Icebox.
Making G2 frankly look
They had a one
like
trick
a
with
worse
Jeff to
team
score.
than
That's
they
what I mean, yeah.
actually are. Mentioned
But
it
they
already,
did
but
also
this is the
try
G2
and
on
like when they had
Icebox
Aspas, they did try that
who have just
that
been
Tokyo event where they
easily
just decided that
top 2, if
he
not
wasn't a
best
jet
team
op
right
only
now in
kind of
America,
player,
because they are no joke on this map.
and they found out the hard way.
Look, so elite.
Spectacular.
There's a reason they picked it into G2. That had me weary looking at this pool, and now it's making sense. They're giving him a lesson on how to play with that double controller.
Loud eyeing off that playoffs berth that looked unlikely at the start of the stage, but here we are. We're going to head over to the GP and the Deaths to break down a brutal half if you're a G2 fan.
One could argue it was a touch bittersweet because even though on the server it wasn't necessarily the most, I guess, exciting performance there for G2, they got the 3 rounds, baby. They're in. So that's all that matters for them. They're playoff bound, but now is where the real work comes in here where, they want to try and pick up this win against Loud.
Yeah, but it was a half dominated by Loud. The biggest thing impressing me there was QCK. This guy's aggression was insane. His opping was on point. It feels like the guy we've been waiting to see for so long with this Loud team.
Yeah, and he needs to tap into that because they're going to win a lot more games with him playing like this. He was really abusing that jet dash, staying for prolonged times, and it got him a massive value on not only info but kills.
Yeah, and their late rounds as well were great. Loud winning out on a lot of these retake
It feels like that's not his fault, man. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Doing a good job at that, but it was always
Because we're saying like finally, but what maps does he actually
And
play
just the
jet on?
way that
Just
you
this
guys
and
were talking about it in
Breeze?
the first game, but it was a similar thing here. The way that they were just
Or
laying
like
the
at least
utility
used
and
to.
just
Yeah.
preventing
They
him
did the
from being able to
weirdest
do anything.
same comp
And then
where
you
he
have
was
Flash,
Phoenix.
who
They
just
did Sunset where he was
popping up. Again,
Phoenix.
I think Wyatt said top 5 player. You can make the case that he's at at different points in time like the best player in the world. How does he still do it?
Every
He's so
international
consistent.
event he
It's
goes to,
freaky.
he's in the
88.
conversation
Oh
for
my
top
goodness.
3 for a reason. This guy is so consistently good.
It's so scary to see how this Loud team has been able to pick up the pieces, Baby Bay, and now they look very dominant in this situation.
Yeah, but G2 is no slouch on this map.
Getting the
Defensive side is where
Aspas
they're
Tokyo
really
treatment.
good
It does
and
feel a
really
little bit
to
like
thrive.
that because
If
this
Loud
guy looks
win
so
this one,
comfy
close
on
out
Jet.
2-0, they guarantee their slot in playoffs. If G2 could make this comeback happen, though, they could do it for the boys.
There's a
and
lot of
give
teams
EG
that
a
do this
slot
stuff.
of their
Like
own.
NRG did last year with Ardis, right? Pick up Ardis and just put him on Killjoy and Sage and stuff. Like people pick up players and then just put them on other stuff, and it's like, do you not understand the player that you picked up?
9-3 halftime scores.
Feels
We
odd
return
sometimes.
now to the frigid tundra.
We have a raid boss in terms of Kawarzin. Kawazin's a raid
B
boss.
main take here.
Armor.
Pushing that high tide forward to get the space
Armor
for Loud
Ghost.
now on the attacking side.
Yay,
Sarhar
Yay's another one. I agree with that, but that
towards
sounds
A.
like more like it's him that doesn't want to play
Turret in
it.
tow
Which
just
is
to control this part of the map. And look at this.
Navi
drone being
CNED,
expended
that's
on
another
B
one as
right now
well.
from
We gotta give him
Kawanzin.
some freedom.
But G2, they're not buying
Probably
that
gotta-
as
probably
something
gotta let
significant
him-
enough to draw
let him up.
rotations. Matter of fact, they have 3 towards A right now.
It happens. It
Expecting
happens
this
a hell
hit
of a lot.
to be the likely one to come in, and they'd be right.
That drone's going to be relevant. I want to circle back to it after. Loud here. Playing without any flashes to speak of. That's going to be exposed.
Bro, this guy
on the
has
side.
so much
I mean,
space.
look at how deep
Yeah,
Kawanzin is.
they're like, oh,
This is
surely his team
ridiculous.
comes
They
back and
haven't-
joins
they
him.
haven't left A because surely
this guy's
if
literally
here and
in
the spike
B
isn't going
site.
down, they have to still be at A, right? But they've given him so much space, and the rest of Loud so much space that they can just rotate all the way over to him.
Les is in a pivotal position. They're not ready for it.
Whoa.
Never seem to be.
Yeah, he's already moving on to the next target after the headshot.
G2 grouped up as 3 now. All through orange.
Icy does still have the wingman. Kawanzin with a great timing.
What a time.
I mean, he did great, man. He kind of solo won the round, to be honest.
Pistol loss here
Nah,
would be
made the most of the raid
catastrophic
boss.
for G2. And for EG.
Raid bossing the passing that
I know
solo
Loud on the
takes
precipice of making
pressure on the
playoffs.
site is interesting.
Something that just didn't seem possible early on in this
We
season.
thought they were done. We thought it was over.
3 weeks straight of, frankly,
Oh,
the
it's double
lowest level
pistol.
of play we have ever seen
2-2
from this
in terms
Loud
of
squad
pistols,
since
but,
they began
yeah,
years
2-0 both
ago.
the maps.
Debuting at Reykjavik, making it to the finals against that old Optic team, and since then it has just been greatness for 2 straight years.
A legacy.
It felt like we were
Maybe
finally
Blef.
witnessing
I
the
would lean into
fall-off.
it.
But after a few weeks of that, they said, hell no. And they're right back to that top level form.
Like they forgot about Dre. Unreal. Off we go now over towards the A side. Heavy belts presence for Loud. See the Guardian for Kawanzin may be relevant. 2 Vandals also bought into this. Cascade now to screen them, and QCK just loves to float between Rafters and Gen on rounds like this.
Oh
Get
my
that
goodness,
backside
3 back to
control.
side, but Killjoy just shoots everyone on the side, right?
Just splitting
Yeah.
it up, not overcommitting, so disciplined.
They're allowed a death.
The scaling onto
And
this
here's
site
the
is
death.
just perfect from Loud. Cleaning up this anti-eco with ease. I say that, but now Leaf on the flank, maybe with an opportunity.
I've seen easier.
Going to be shut down by 2Es. Easier for him, no doubt. What? A little bit silly there at the
Hey,
end.
2 Vandals. They
but-
bought 2 Vandals. They take 2 Vandals out of the round. Problem? I don't think so. 11-3 now in G2. Their last best chance here, truly, to come back into this map. Their best map. Their best map. They are struggling. They're drowning.
When you're looking at the map pool, G2 have to be. Seriously? Hold on, we got Icebox and Lotus, and we get to pick a 3rd map? But Loud are in rare form right now. Less 16-4. What a player. It's going to be that
16-4.
early drone to control B main. Deep harbor wall.
Bro,
making
look
it
at
like a
this.
split
They
could be coming in
dual
here
middle,
onto the
they
B site
drone
in
B and they
totality.
take early A. Like we are everywhere right now. Even the walls going into block vision, like we're potentially going over towards yellow.
Creeping forward for Loud though on the B side of the map here, and it's a more passive angle being held by Icy here at yellow.
And you can see that alarm bot. G2 are playing around that. It's a key to
Yeah,
their
but you can see the
decision-making
G2 put
here.
some prep into this one in terms of the alarm ball, the fact that this always get vision blocked, so you want to see if they push over towards yellow, trying to fight yellow once. This comp struggles a little bit at taking yellow to an extent. Recon's pretty strong there, and they can just get dash, and they have no idea this guy would be yellow.
Swings out top as well. Great timings.
Never check it.
People are starting to play yellow way more, and it feels like teams still aren't on top of it sometimes.
To have less, they can activate for a late flank through mid, but he'll have to watch out for Valen, who has a similar idea. Timing though, Les is actually up in tube, something Valen is not prepared for. And there is an opportunity for Les here to descend. Here's that drop. There is a turret that takes contact here, so he is revealed twice. Easy pickings for Trent. Now 2 left for Loud. Making the way up past yellow. They're quite advanced in their positioning, but Valen made that.
Alright, very nice and clean on this round. Let's see how the full buy goes.
Bonused out of this game. G2 had everything on the line in that round, of course. Their entire economy hung in the balance, winning that one out. With some kills as well in that round, Valen has gotten his Reckoning online. Tui similarly, the Harbor for Loud, Reckoning online as well. Could certainly see those exchanged here. And another little small note I'm looking at is Cowanzine. He's 1 off of his Hunter's Fury. We'll see if they try to play for this Aor where they're gathered up right now, have that key ultimate online for a post plan.
Oh, they've picked a lightly held site here. Can G2 hold them off? Is that high tide? Okay, this is definitely going to force a full retake setup here for G2. They do, of course, have the Dizzy to play off for once Icy gets here, but he's a long way from the action.
Now getting close is QCK.
So they got
deep into the site.
Harbor ult. 2 people close, and this guy's out of the ult. Oh my god. Whoa. Bro, he is so on right now. That was nuts. Aim labs.
Up by 410. Wall renewed by the defenders now.
Oh, timing.
Wait,
what the hell? How's he getting kills still?
You can't let him get away with this.
How's he getting kills still? Nah, you can't when. Yeah, he actually was robotic. It's nuts. That is less like if these two are playing like this, you can't win, man.
Small little cerebral moment from him when that Reckoning came.
He did it. He had a similar situation like this over towards A.
You can see it just slowly pacing to his left, but it didn't connect onto him. So he was able to get that first on Leaf. Didn't think anyone could be on that corner, or one of those bolts would have rained down on his head. Cowanzine has just been phenomenal these past 2 weeks. Resurgence doesn't say enough about how much he's stepped up from the first half of the season into the second. Back to that elite level of play. One of the best initiators that we've got in the game at the moment. G2 taking a timeout. 1 away from this loss. 1 away from EG's hopes being dashed. Their playoff chances rest in the hands of G2 and Josh RT, the coach right now on this timeout. Allowed 1 round away from getting themselves into that Omega Group top 3 and into the playoffs here, continuing their chances at being able to make it to an international land for, I want to say, the 8th time in a row now.
Yeah,
How do they extract maximum value out of
A, and they have Cowanzine's ult.
That's the question for G2.
Leaf 1 away, so you'd imagine we get some kind of Molly shock combo. Yeah, that's why they do the wall early, so Viper can get here.
Trying to have to be magic.
Gathered up outside AR Loud. Cowanzine with those kills has the Hunter's Fury ready to go. The 1 ultimate in play at the moment.
They insta
It's gonna
drone.
be that deep recon in. Does get broken. Drone as well.
Insta drone, because then you ult.
Shown from Loud early. They're gonna have to contend with the full KJ setup when they get into the site here.
One of the
Whoa.
players from Loud got lit on their way in, and QCK
That is
lands awkwardly. Might have something to do with the bullets inside of him, but I digress. Hunter's Fury expended now. Louder up and on the side. There's going to be some hot and heavy fighting here up close as they try and push through this cove. Oh, Wingman sees it all.
Hold up.
Beautiful setup.
Aim labs, guys, here.
Cowanzine is always there for 2. There's a thrash here for Icy, though. That quick double has earned him that ultimate. The spike is so far away from Loud, though. They're going to need to spelunk to recover it. Les pings it. About the approximate location.
It's actually the scary two that are still alive. 18-5. Gonna start considering him behind, but are they gonna think that he's heaven? Oh my.
Others, I'd say it's not possible, but it's less. That's one. Now it's a straight swing. Icy's low. 5 HP left. That's all he's got to work with.
He's so good. He's so good. It's not even fair, man. Actually not fair. Great understanding of the situation, man. Fair play.
Loud as it always has been.